Bro, imagine this. Instead of your parents telling you to do homework, it's a robot. I'm sitting at my desk thinking I can just chill for a minute. Then, this robot rolls over, like mission activated. It's like homework time. No emotion, no mercy. I try the classic excuse, I'll do it later. The robot just stares at me like a calculator with attitude. Then it starts explaining the math problem step by step like a professional teacher. I'm sitting there confused, like, why is this robot more patient than every human I know? And the crazy part? It doesn't get tired, it just keeps going. At this point, I'm not even studying for school. I'm studying because I'm scared of disappointing the robot. Bro, imagine trying to avoid homework, but the teacher is literally a robot. This thing rolls into the room like it has one mission: discipline. I'm trying to check my phone for 5 minutes. The robot instantly says, "Focus on your assignment." Bro, who programmed this level of motivation? Then, it starts explaining the homework like a calm tutorial voice. No yelling, no anger, just pure logic. Meanwhile, my brain is trying to escape the situation. I'm looking at the clock, the wall, the ceiling, anything but the homework. But the robot just sits there patiently, like a boss NPC, waiting for you to finish the quest. At this point, I'm not doing homework. I'm completing a robot side mission. Bro, humans might accept excuses, but a robot? Absolutely not. Imagine sitting there trying to avoid homework. I say, "I'm tired." The robot says, "You slept 8 hours." I say, "I'm hungry." The robot says, "Snack time scheduled in 20 minutes. Bro, this thing has data. There's no arguing with it. Then it calmly starts teaching the homework step by step like a YouTube tutorial that never gets distracted. Meanwhile, my brain is thinking about literally anything else. Games, snacks, random videos, everything. But the robot just keeps repeating the instructions patiently. No emotions. Just discipline mode. Honestly, after 10 minutes, I give up and start studying, because arguing with a robot is like arguing with Google. Bro, imagine doing homework while a robot is watching you. Not helping casually, watching. I'm sitting there trying to solve a math problem, and suddenly the robot goes, "Incorrect," just like that. No emotion, just pure judgment. Then it explains the correct answer like it's reading from a science documentary. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there like, why does this machine sound smarter than my entire class? I try to take a break and grab my phone. Immediately, the robot says, "Focus improves performance. Bro, stop motivating me." At this point, the robot isn't even teaching homework anymore. It's teaching discipline. And somehow, it's actually working. Bro, imagine having a robot that controls your study schedule. You sit down and the robot instantly activates study mode. It starts explaining homework like a calm professor. If you get distracted, it notices. If you grab your phone, it notices. If you stare out the window for too long, bro, it notices everything. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there realizing something terrifying. This robot has better discipline than I do. It doesn't procrastinate. It doesn't get bored. It doesn't scroll videos for 2 hours. It just focuses on the task like a productivity machine. And somehow, after a while, I start copying it. Suddenly, I'm finishing homework faster than ever. Bro, the robot didn't just teach the homework. It upgraded my entire... Bro, imagine trying to procrastinate, but there's a robot watching you. I sit down at my desk thinking, okay, I'll start homework in 5 minutes. Classic plan. Then the robot rolls over like a security guard. Homework session begins now. Bro, what? I try to open my phone for a quick scroll. The robot immediately goes, distraction detected. Excuse me? Now I'm sitting there solving math problems while this robot watches like a silent referee. Every time I get an answer wrong, it calmly explains the steps like a tutorial NPC. Meanwhile, I'm realizing something scary. This robot has more discipline than I do. At this point, I'm not even studying for school. I'm studying to impress the robot. Bro, imagine a robot analyzing your study habits. I'm sitting there pretending to do homework while actually thinking about snacks. Suddenly, the robot goes, focus level, low. Bro, did it just roast me? Then it starts explaining the homework step by step like a calm AI tutor. Every time I look away, it says, attention required. I'm like, bro, relax, I'm thinking. But the robot doesn't believe in thinking breaks. It believes in results. Then it shows a timer for study time, like I'm in some productivity competition. At this point, I'm solving problems faster just to prove I'm not lazy. Somehow, the robot turned homework into a boss battle. Bro, this robot is actually terrifying. I'm sitting at my desk with homework open, but I'm staring at the wall, pretending to think. Suddenly, the robot goes, no progress detected. Bro, what do you mean? It literally tracks if I'm doing the work or not. Then it calmly explains the next question like a patient teacher. Meanwhile, my brain is trying to escape the situation. I'm checking the clock, adjusting my chair, drinking water. Anything but the homework. But the robot just waits there silently, like a boss character. Eventually, I realize something. The fastest way to escape is actually finishing the homework. Congratulations, robot. You outsmarted me. Bro, imagine having a robot as your homework manager. Not a helper, a manager. I sit down at the desk, and the robot instantly says, study session started. I try to relax for a second, and it immediately brings up the next question. No breaks. No excuses, just pure productivity. Every time I finish a problem, it says, good progress. Bro, why does that tiny compliment make me want to keep working? It's literally a robot. Meanwhile, if a human said that I'd ignore it, somehow this machine turned my homework into a video game quest. Complete tasks, gain progress, unlock break time. I hate to admit it, but it actually works. Bro, this robot study system is actually dangerous. I sit down thinking homework will take 2 hours like usual. The robot starts explaining everything step by step like the calmest tutor ever. No distractions, no random stories, just straight information. Every time I finish a question, it instantly loads the next one. My brain doesn't even have time to procrastinate. 20 minutes later, half my homework is done. I'm sitting there shocked. Usually I spend that time watching videos about random stuff. Meanwhile, the robot is just standing there silently like it planned this all along. I swear this thing didn't just help with homework, it hacked my productivity.